Hey everyone, so it's time for another gaming vlog as I work on my other projects. And oh boy, it's definitely got a lot to talk about, both in terms of what I've been playing and what the developments have come around. And so, as it turns out, I'll have to give separate videos to a couple of topics that we bring up here. I'm thinking I have an idea of which one, so let's begin. Starting on the Nintendo front, it turns out a lot of the rumors we've been hearing were true. Just waiting for official confirmation before I say anything about them. Not just about Hi-Fi Rush, among other titles coming in the system. Probably more time to address that as it develops. We have two presentations, one of which is tomorrow, the other will be next week. The first is Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase, which will be detailing stuff from third party developers and publishers. My guess is the big direct will be in March, as it sometimes is. And a Pokemon Presents and presentation fittingly on Pokemon Day. I will be covering them both as they stream. As for actual set dates of when that'll happen, those are to be determined. Given how I'm currently occupied with other stuff that I'm writing as we speak, I mean, that is one benefit of not having a set schedule. You can modify it as you go if you need to. No new hardware variants yet. However, there's still plenty of games I've been playing and enjoying on there. I have the side order her DLC ready to go over Splatoon 3 once that goes live this week. I'll have a video on that, especially I've also been playing more in the or of the Splatfest. I congratulate Team Friday on their victory and thank everyone else for playing. I look forward to seeing you next one. I even went inside to go back and start playing more of the second game to try 100% the auto expansion. And even though the side was going to be a different beast from the previous story modes and expansion they've had, as something of a of a kind of like a roguelite experience, and cyberpunkish elements. I look forward to it. And also replaying Turtles in Time on the Common Collection, both the arcade and Super Nintendo versions. I definitely am planning on getting a video on that in the near future. As to exactly when, I have not decided. Also working on completing the Pokedex in Scarlet and Violet and one other Pokemon games for the coming week for fairly obvious reasons. And I might as well try the free trial of EA FC 24 just for the platinum points I'll be getting out of it. But I certainly wouldn't have done so otherwise, I can never say that much. The only thing I can really say definitively is that I totally understand why EA and FIFA chose not to renew their contracts, respectively. And part of me hopes, given the dire quality of a lot of recent Madden installments, that the NFL will be next. I mean, maybe give someone else a chance. I mean, don't you know? I have no formal opinion on the recent news that that the PS5 is reportedly entering the second half of its life cycle, let alone persistent rumors of a Pro model coming in the future. But of course, first, I am eagerly keeping an eye out and still can verify that even with the recent downgrade in their sales forecasts and shaving at least 10 billion in value of their stock price in the process, is that in my area especially, every single time stores in my area get any stock, it sells out before long. On that, I can definitely verify that my closest Target was sold out, and in that same store is located, the GameStop only had a couple units in stock used and zero new. Heck, even my local store started carrying video games again, and they managed to get the God of War Ragnarok PS5 they have stocked there every single time it one comes in, it gets snapped up. It's kind of like that. And there's also echoes of the PS3 in that sense, in many respects. Just, I was not expecting that one, especially. As for what I've been playing, I did at least get those trophies and foam stars for the PS Stars token, and so I have no issue offloading from my system currently. And I made a video on that game as well, especially be helpful if you check that out, as well as other ones since the views reset again. And on more enjoyable games I've been playing, I finally beat Spyro Year of the Dragon in the Reignited trilogy. I would describe the Sorceress as being a bit tougher than Nasty Nork, but a bit easier than Ripto, personally. Now, for 100% completion and a potential platinum trophy, and I will say that reclaiming the gems that you paid to moneybags throughout the entire game is inherently satisfying. I mean, especially given the regime change Activision Blizzard, especially. Yeah. Even with the decidedly mixed bag of games in the Essential tier, I can say it's another month where the extra and premium titles, especially in legacy games, picked up the slack quite easily. The extra game I'm playing the most currently is regular Jurassic World, which, despite the name, also contains content from the first three Jurassic Park movies as well, and those elements from the novels of Michael Crichton. And like many LEGO games, it's simple enough to pick up and play, but tough to truly master. I've definitely enjoyed this touch for a very long time, given how they bear a lot of similarities to the collectible titles of the past, like Mario 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Crash, and indeed the Spyro game I just mentioned. And I can definitely say that I would love if the other movies got the Skywalker Saga treatments. I could definitely imagine that scale being done with content from Fallen Kingdom and Dominion. Same if they want to do a Middle Earth game. Granted, that would take some negotiation with Amazon, I suppose, but who knows? Maybe we'll see one that has both the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit trilogies is before the War of Helium comes out later this year. I guess we'll see what happens. Also, following Jet Moto coming to the system earlier this year, or perhaps in 2023, I try to remember which it was late last. It's definitely one of those two, late last year, early this year. Now, Jet Moto 2, fittingly enough, has joined the service. The sequel, which is also every bit as fun as the first one was. I mean, I still remember that commercial, and how often it used to air on TV, where the little grandma was being yelled at by the driver. However, and a subsequent reason why a lot of modern game advertisements have the whole not actual footage, in-engine footage, work in progress, or software that effect on the screen nowadays. And also resistance retribution on the PSP front. I mean, given how long it's been since we had a Resistance game, given how Insomniac's priorities lay elsewhere, I will take it. I mean, personally, I definitely... Hey, that's kind of interesting, not just as opposed to science fiction shooters, but also the whole alternate history angle. Oh man, even I understand why some of the dialogue choices from the My Avatar being made. Just replace, say, like the alien chimera with communist, and you're not too far off the mark there. Yeah. As for what will be in the presentations coming, I just hope there'll be something to enjoy. I'm not one of those guys that makes all exclusively wildcard pie in the sky predictions. I put this in a separate column, then safe bets. That's mean. I know from the partner direct there are things coming out this year I'm interested in, and from the likes of Sega, Capcom, Namco Bandai, and many others. And also includes more niche companies like Limited Run or Night Dive. I mean, as you can tell, I'm also going to be talking about the Star Wars Dark Horse remaster next week. I'm also very eager to see Bad Batch at Season 3 as well, so definitely getting those out. Anyway, that'll be for now, and I'll see you all again soon. Take care, everyone.